Recording in progress.
All right, and now we have head coach Seb Hines. Seb, big matchup coming up on Friday at home. Just give us your initial thoughts on what you expect to see in the match against Portland.
It's two teams who are on a winning streak, and two teams that want to continue that winning streak as well. So, listen, it's a big game for us. It's going to be a tough game for us. Portland are one of the best teams in this league. You look around their roster; they've got internationals all over. So it's a good challenge for us, and we're embracing it every game. We're embracing it, and it'll be nice to do it in front of our own fans on Friday.
What have you kind of seen from Portland, just in terms of watching film on them, that it may kind of precede some problems for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's the same every year. They've got top players, likes of Smith, who's arguably the best player in this league. She's continuously scoring goals, so she's a player that we have to be aware of. You've got experience all over the field with Becky Sauerbrunn. Coffee is coming into her own now and stamped her authority in that position as well. And like I said, you've got internationals all over the field. So, yeah, it's nothing new. It's another game against Portland that we know that's going to be a challenge, but we're in a different place to where we have been in previous games, and we're excited for it.
How much of a benefit is it facing a team like Portland on your home turf in front of your home fans, especially on this winning streak that you've been on?
Yeah, it's massive. I say it every week. The fans are our 12th player on there, and their energy really responds to the players very well, and so we need them coming out on Friday and pushing the players. It's been a quick turnaround as well. Obviously, having played Seattle on Sunday, long travel, making sure now that everyone's fresh to give it their all on Friday, with the international break coming up as well. So. Yeah, it has its difficulties, but once we're out there and we've got the fans behind us, it's going to be a really enjoyable game.
Seb, the club is at the top of the standings. Every opposing club is going to try to play their best game against you all. How do you all deal with the pressure? What's been the message to your club?
We're just taking every game as it comes. Everyone would have never have put us in this position, so we're enjoying the moment. It's nice that all the work and effort that the players are putting into it, that they're getting the results. But we've got nothing to lose. Like, we just go out there and play our game. We know what we're about. We have an identity. We have a style of play, and it's a great challenge against the one of the top teams in this league. So we'll show on Friday how far we've come in the last 10 games.
Kerry was just in here talking about they bought into what you've been instructing them to do. Where does that come from, and why do you think that is?
We went back, in 2022 and knew that we had to make some big changes. We had to try and find ourselves, an identity that is going to replicate this city of Orlando. And so we just go out there and give it our all. And so the players who have been here since I first took over to the new players that have come in, they've bought into that, and the results have started to show. Nothing's given in this league. You have to go out there and get every inch, goal, minute, whatever it is. You have to go out there and give it your all. So that's what the players are doing, and that's a good culture to have. And the players have really forced that. With the new players coming in, they've embedded that into the new players, and so that's when she talks about they've bought into it. It's taken a collective effort for everyone to buy into it.
Barbara has 6 goals in 6 matches. Describe or explain just what she's meant to the club so far in this short stint.
Goals, to put it bluntly. She's found the back of the net since she's come in, but it's not just that. Her work ethic, her desire to put herself in positions to score goals. She puts fear in defenders, and I think she's only dipped her toes in the water right now. I think there's still a lot of layers to her game. I think she can impose herself in games more, but while she's going through this learning experience, she's getting the goals that the team needs, and so it's really exciting to see. And you look at her 2 goals this past weekend. Adri does a really good ball to find her. It's a tap in from 2 yards, but she's in the right position. And then, the set piece, it just lands to her. So she has that instinct to put herself in good positions to find the back of the net.
For you guys, a head coach, how do you deal with the pressure?
Again, there's no expectations on us to be where we're at. So, yeah, we're just enjoying every moment that is coming to us. We remember what got us here, and it goes back to the culture and our identity and our style of play. So we constantly reminding the players, the little details go a long way. And so, yeah, I'm just enjoying it. Like, it's great to see going to Seattle away, which has always been a tough place for this club, and coming away with 3 points, and yet still people are not satisfied with that. But that's outside expectations, whereas our own, that's a big result for us. 3-2 away at Seattle is not an easy place to go and get a result. So, yeah, it comes this Friday against Portland, who have a lot of good players, international players, and our players still are trying to make a name for themselves. So, yeah, no better environment to do that than on Friday.
Kerry said you have the table taped to the wall, a motivating thing for them, because nobody's ever seen Orlando, the pride at the top. Even for you as a player, you never got to see Orlando City at the top. So that's got to be satisfactory all the way around for everybody.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things that we wanted to change in this environment, is putting a standings table. So it's 6 foot tall, you can't miss it. It doesn't tell you any lies either. It is where it is. And so it's a reminder of, this is where we're at right now, but we want to stay up there. Even, there's still a lot of games to go as well. We're only 10 games in. There's still a lot of football still to be played, but we're in a good place right now.
How does it feel that Friday you and the team have a chance at making history in the NWSL with the winning streak?
Listen, it's nice, but the bigger picture is come the end of the season. Like I said, we're enjoying it right now. It's a nice feeling around the building. We know we've got a tough stretch after the international break as well. But yeah, the most important thing is that we stay consistent throughout every game, and yeah, it'll be a lovely experience for not only myself, the team, and the city, but yeah, the bigger picture is we want to be up there at the end of the season.
One final one. Go ahead.
Good.
You guys all good?
I'm good.
One final one for me. Care to give any thoughts on the Leeds match?
Oh wow! Well, that'll be great. End to the weekend, won it. 3 points on Friday against Portland, and Leeds getting promotion against Southampton in the playoff final, and making the back in the Premier League. Let's say so. We are Leeds.
Thank you, Seb.
Ta.